Stop looking left. Stop looking right. You are losing the race because you are too busy watching the other runners. Welcome to the path of one. This is not a guide on how to make friends. This is not a guide on how to be liked. This is a declaration of war against the distractions that have stolen your potential. For the next hour, there is no world outside of your head. There is no audience. There is only you, the goal, and the work required to close the gap. It is time to enter the tunnel. It is time to focus on you until you win.
Chapter 1. The Decision to Disappear. You are too available. That is your first mistake. That is your fundamental sin. You treat your time like it is an infinite resource, handing it out to anyone who asks, anyone who waves, anyone who demands your attention. You answer the phone on the first ring. You reply to the text within seconds. You say yes to the dinner, yes to the favor, yes to the noise. And then you wonder why you're exhausted. You wonder why you haven't made progress. You wonder why your dreams feel miles away while your reality feels like a cage. Here is the truth. You are not stuck. You are distracted. You are losing the war for your own life because you are fighting battles that do not belong to you. You have a choice. You can be popular or you can be powerful. You cannot be both. Not right now, not at the beginning of this journey. The path of one begins with a singular, terrifying, necessary act, the decision to disappear. This is not about running away. This is not about hiding because you are afraid. This is about strategic disappearance. It is the conscious, deliberate removal of yourself from the marketplace of low-value interactions. It is the realization that your availability is your greatest weakness. When you are always there, you are common. When you are always reachable, you are cheap. Think about the basic laws of economics. Scarcity creates value. Gold is valuable because it is hard to find. Air is free because it is everywhere. Right now, you are air. You are everywhere. You are in the group chat. You are in the comments section. You are at the bar. You are on the couch listening to other people's problems. You are everywhere, and therefore your energy is worth nothing. You need to become gold. You need to become scarce. That's the key. You must reclaim your mental RAM. Think of your brain like a computer. Right now, you have 100 tabs open. You have a tab for your friend's relationship drama, a tab for the news, a tab for what people think of your new haircut, a tab for the argument you had 3 days ago. Your fan is spinning, your system is overheating, and you are wondering why you can't process the complex code of success. It is because you are running too many background programs. You must close the tabs, you must shut down the system, you must disappear. I am unavailable for anything that does not aid my victory. My absence is my power. Say that to yourself. Embed it in your mind. When you disappear, you take back your energy. Most people walk around with a battery that is constantly draining. They leak energy through their eyes, scrolling through lives they will never live. They leak energy through their mouths, talking about plans they will never execute. Strategic disappearance is the act of sealing the vessel, so that every ounce of energy you generate stays within you, fueling your engine, driving your machine. But you are afraid. I know you are afraid. You are terrified of missing out. You are terrified that if you step back, they will forget you. Let me tell you a secret. If they forget you because you spent 3 months working on yourself, they were never your friends. They were an audience. And you do not need an audience right now. You need a workspace. This brings us to the signal-to-noise ratio. Imagine a radio. To hear the music, to hear the clear broadcast, you need to tune in to a specific frequency. But right now, you are standing in the middle of a storm of static. The static is the noise of the world. It is the skepticism of your family. It is the complaints of your coworkers. It is the constant low-level hum of mediocrity that surrounds you every single day. You cannot transmit a clear signal of success while you are receiving the static of other people's drama. It is physically impossible. You cannot focus on your internal frequency when your receiver is jammed with external garbage.
The path of one requires you to cut the signal. It requires you to smash the receiver. You have to go into the tunnel. When you drive into a tunnel, the radio cuts out, the static dies, the chatter stops. Suddenly, there is only the sound of your own engine and the road in front of you. That is where you need to live. You need to live in the tunnel. This means you stop explaining yourself. You stop apologizing for your absence. You simply vanish from the trivial so you can appear in the essential. I am unavailable for anything that does not aid my victory. My absence is my power. What does this look like in the real world? It looks like saying no without an excuse. It looks like putting your phone in another room for 6 hours a day. It looks like declining the invitation without feeling guilty. It is not about being rude, it is about being focused. It is not about arrogance, it is about discipline. You are building a skyscraper. You cannot build a skyscraper if you are constantly stopping to wave at people on the sidewalk. You have to be on the scaffolding. You have to be high up, away from the noise, laying the bricks, pouring the concrete. The people around you will get uncomfortable. They will ask, "Are you okay? We haven't seen you." They will say, "You've changed." Good. You are supposed to change. If you haven't changed, you are dying. They want you to stay the same because your stagnation makes them feel comfortable with their own. Your availability makes them feel secure. When you disappear, you hold up a mirror to their wasted time. Your absence forces them to look at their own lives, and they hate what they see. So they will try to pull you back. They will try to guilt you back into the herd. Do not let them. I am unavailable for anything that does not aid my victory. My absence is my power. You have made the decision. You have stepped into the tunnel. You have cut the noise. But now that the noise is gone, you are left with something much more dangerous. You are left with the silence. And in that silence, a new craving will start to itch at the back of your mind. You will want someone to tell you that you are doing the right thing. You will want a pat on the back. You have disappeared, but now you want to be found. You want validation, and that desire is the next trap waiting to snap your leg. You have learned to hide. Now you must learn to starve your ego.
Chapter 2. The Bankruptcy of External Validation. You are addicted to a drug. You wake up craving it. You check your phone looking for it. You adjust your behavior, your clothes, and your speech just to get a hit of it. That drug is validation, and it is keeping you poor. It is keeping you weak. It is keeping you small. You're walking around with a cup in your hand, begging strangers, family, and friends to fill it with their approval. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think I can do this? Please tell me I'm good enough. Stop it. Smash the cup. You are seeking currency from a bank that is bankrupt. The opinions of others are a currency that has no value in the marketplace of reality. You cannot pay your bills with likes. You cannot build a legacy with compliments. You cannot build a future on the foundation of someone else's permission. You have a choice. You can have their approval, or you can have your success. You cannot have both. Because the moment you step onto the path of one, the moment you decide to become exceptional, you automatically become misunderstood. The people around you are programmed for average. They are programmed for safe. When you seek their validation for a risky, massive, transformative goal, they cannot give it to you. Their operating system does not support your software. Asking them to understand your vision is like trying to install a high-end video game on a calculator. It won't work, and you look stupid for trying. I do not need them to understand. I need me to execute. Results are the only apology. Repeat that. Internalize it. Let's talk about the approval trap. This is the mechanism that destroys 90% of dreams before they even take their first breath. It manifests in two characters, the talker and the architect. Most of you are the talker.
The talker has a big idea. The talker gets excited. What is the first thing the talker does? He runs to his friends. He posts on social media. Big things coming. Just started my new business journey. He tells everyone what he is going to do. And what happens? People clap. They say, "Good for you." They say, "Wow, you're so ambitious." And in that moment, the talker loses. That is the key. Neuroscience tells us that when you announce your goal and get praised for it, your brain releases dopamine. It gives you the reward before you have done the work. Your brain is tricked into thinking you have already succeeded. The tension is released. The hunger dissipates. You feel good, you feel validated, and consequently, you lose the drive to actually execute. You sold your potential for a cheap hit of dopamine. Now, look at the architect. The architect has a vision, a massive, towering structure. Does he run to the street corner and describe the building to passers-by? No. He goes into a room. He locks the door. He draws. He calculates. He digs the hole. He pours the concrete. He builds in silence. People walk by the construction site. They see mud. They see noise. They see a mess. They say, "What is that ugly hole in the ground? That looks like a waste of time." The architect does not stop to explain. He does not stop to show them the blueprints to prove he's right. He doesn't care if they understand the foundation. He knows that when the building is finished, when it scrapes the sky and catches the sun, they will understand. The building is the explanation. You need to be the architect. You need to stop talking and start digging. I do not need them to understand. I need me to execute. Results are the only apology.
You are wasting hours of your life trying to convince people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You are trying to prove you are right before you have the results. That is backwards. It's not about convincing them, it's about convicting yourself. Let's look at the mathematics of opinion. This is a logical breakdown that proves why you should never listen to the crowd. If you want to be in the top 1% of earners, why are you asking for advice from the 99%? Statistically, their advice is designed to keep you in the 99%. If you want to be physically elite, why do you care about the opinion of someone who hasn't seen the inside of a gym in a decade? Their opinion is mathematically worthless. It is a zero. If a broke man gives you investment advice, do you take it? No, you laugh. If a sick man gives you health advice, do you take it? No, you ignore it. So why, when you are trying to build an extraordinary life, do you care about the judgment of people living ordinary lives? Their doubt is not a stop sign. It is irrelevant noise. It is just the sound of the wind. You don't get angry at the wind. You just pull your coat tighter and keep walking. You must develop a level of arrogance regarding your own data. You have the vision. You see the path. They do not. Why would you let a blind person tell you which way to drive? I do not need them to understand. I need me to execute. Results are the only apology. That last part is crucial. Results are the only apology. Many of you feel guilty. You feel guilty for changing. You feel guilty for outgrowing your friends. You feel guilty for not listening to your parents' sensible advice. You feel the need to apologize. "I'm sorry I can't come out. I'm working. I'm sorry I'm doing this weird business thing." Stop apologizing with your words. Apologize with your success. When you win, when you change your family's financial destiny, when you become the strongest version of yourself, that is your apology. That is your explanation. Until then, shut your mouth. You don't need their permission. You are waiting for a committee to vote yes on your life. The committee does not exist. The meeting was never called. You are the CEO. You are the only shareholder that matters. Every time you seek validation, you hand your power over to someone else. You are saying, "Here, take the keys to my emotional stability. Drive it wherever you want." If they compliment you, you drive up. If they criticize you, you drive off a cliff. You must take the keys back. You must become a closed loop.
A closed-loop system recycles its own energy. It doesn't need input from the outside. You generate your own motivation. You generate your own validation. You look in the mirror and you ask, did I do the work? If the answer is yes, that is all the validation you need. If the answer is no, no amount of applause from the world can save you. It's not about being liked, it's about being effective. History does not remember the people who were nice and approved of. History remembers the disruptors, the ones who were called crazy, the ones who were doubted, the ones who didn't care. Imagine if the great inventors stopped because their neighbors thought they were weird. Imagine if the great leaders quit because their friends made fun of them. We would still be in the dark. You are entering a period of your life where you must be comfortable with being misunderstood. You must be comfortable with looking foolish. You must be comfortable with the silence where the applause used to be. This is the price of entry. The bankruptcy of external validation means you declare that their currency is no longer legal tender in your kingdom. You don't accept it. You don't trade in it. You trade in facts. You trade in actions. You trade in hours worked, pounds lifted, pages written, calls made. I do not need them to understand. I need me to execute. Results are the only apology. So here's your instruction. The next time you feel the urge to share a plan, swallow it. Choke on it if you have to. Keep it inside. Let that energy build pressure. Let it burn. Use that burn to drive the piston of action. The next time someone doubts you, do not argue. Do not debate. Look at them with a blank stare, nod, and go back to work. Let them think you are crazy. Let them think you are failing. Let them think whatever they want. You are not building for them. You are building for you. You have stopped answering the phone. You have stopped asking for permission. You have realized that their approval is worthless paper money in a world that demands gold. But now that you have isolated yourself from their opinions, you need to make sure you don't accidentally wander back into their world. You have the mental mindset, but your physical world is still a trap. You have declared independence. Now you must fortify the border. You need to build a structure that prevents you from turning back.
Chapter 3. Build the tunnel, burn the bridge. You have made the decision to disappear. You have realized that external validation is worthless currency. You are mentally ready. But your mind is not the only variable in this equation. You exist in a physical world, and right now, your physical world is designed to make you fail. You are trying to act like a Spartan, but you are living in a circus. You are relying on willpower. That is your mistake. Willpower is a finite battery. It drains with every decision you make. If you have to use willpower to ignore your phone, to ignore the junk food, to ignore the television, you will be empty by noon. You will crumble. You don't need more willpower. You need a better environment. It's not about weakness. It's about logistics. That's the key. You cannot live a focused life in a distracted room. You cannot walk the path of one if your environment is constantly screaming at you to rejoin the herd. You need to build the tunnel. The tunnel is a constructed reality where the only things that exist are the tools necessary for your victory. Everything else is removed. This is not tidying up. This is not spring cleaning. This is sterilization. Start with your digital world. Your phone is a portal to mediocrity. It is a slot machine designed by billionaires to steal your attention and sell it to advertisers. You are the product. Every time you scroll, you are paying them with your life. Open your phone. Look at your apps. If an app does not make you money, teach you a skill, or facilitate your basic survival, delete it. But I need it for... No, you don't. You are lying to yourself. You are negotiating with your addiction. Delete it. Look at who you follow. If you are following people who post about parties, drama, or lavish lifestyles you can't afford yet, unfollow them. Why are you voluntarily poisoning your brain with envy and distraction? You are feeding your subconscious mind garbage and expecting it to produce gold. It doesn't work that way.
Curate your feed so aggressively that it becomes boring. It should be a utility, not an entertainment center. There is no way back. The only way out is through. Forward is the only direction. Now look at your physical space, your desk, your room, your car. If there is clutter in your peripheral vision, there is clutter in your mind. Every object in your room is fighting for your attention. The video game console? Unplug it. Put it in a box. Tape the box shut. Put the box in the closet. The junk food in the pantry? Throw it out. Do not donate it. Do not save it for later. Destroy it. You have a choice. You can have your comforts or you can have your conquest. You must design a space that creates friction for bad habits and removes friction for good habits. If you want to write, your desk should have nothing on it but the computer. No phone, no books, no knickknacks, just the tool. If you want to work out, your gym clothes should be laid out the night before, blocking your doorway. You are engineering your own behavior. You are treating yourself like a lab rat in a maze, and you are designing the maze so that the only path available is the path to the cheese. Build the tunnel so deep and so dark that you cannot see the distractions even if you turn your head. It's not about laziness, it's about friction. But building the tunnel is only half the battle. You can build the perfect environment, but as long as you have a safety net, you will never truly fly. You will never push yourself to the absolute limit if you know that failure is survivable.
This brings us to the second half of the strategy, burning the bridge. You have a plan B, I know you do. You have a backup plan. If this business fails, I'll just go back to my old job. If I don't get in shape, I'll just buy bigger clothes. If I don't finish the book, I'll just try again next year. Plan B is a cancer. Plan B is a premeditated resignation letter. By having a plan B, you are telling your subconscious mind that you expect to fail. You are preparing for defeat before you have even engaged the enemy. You must burn the bridge. In ancient warfare, commanders would cross a river into enemy territory and then burn the boats behind them. Why? Because when soldiers know they cannot retreat, they fight with a savagery that cannot be matched. When the option is victory or death, you find a way to win. When the option is victory or retreat, you will retreat the moment it gets hard. And it will get hard. That is a guarantee. When the pain sets in, when the money runs low, when the exhaustion hits, your brain will look for an escape. If there is a bridge back to your old, comfortable, mediocre life, you will cross it. You will rationalize it. You will say, I tried my best, but it didn't work out. You must destroy that bridge. You must make your old life inaccessible. How do you do this? You commit fully. You invest the money you were saving for a rainy day into your education or your business. You tell your boss you are quitting on a specific date, no matter what. You set a deadline with a consequence so severe that fear drives you forward. There is no way back. The only way out is through. Forward is the only direction. This is the no plan B mindset. It is terrifying. It is supposed to be. Fear is a fuel. Comfort is a sedative. You need to be afraid of going back more than you are afraid of moving forward. When you have no safety net, your brain activates a dormant survival mechanism. You become hyper-creative. You become hyper-resourceful. You find energy you didn't know you had. You figure things out because you have to figure them out. Think about the times in your life when you made the most progress. Was it when you were comfortable? No. It was when your back was against the wall. It was when you had no choice. So manufacture that necessity. Put your back against the wall on purpose. It's not about luck, it's about necessity. Some of you are hesitating. You are thinking, but that's dangerous. What if I fail? If you fail, you figure it out. But if you don't burn the bridge, you have already failed. You have chosen the slow death of what if over the risk of the arena. The tunnel keeps you focused. The burning bridge keeps you moving. You must view your life as a vector. A vector has magnitude and direction. Your direction is forward. Your magnitude is 100%. There is no reverse gear on this vehicle. Rip the gear stick out if you have to. Look at your life right now. Where are you keeping one foot out the door? Where are you hedging your bets? Where are you holding back just in case? That hesitation is the gap where the enemy enters. That hesitation is the leak in your hull. Close the gap, seal the leak, light the match. Stand on the edge of your new life. Look back at your old life, the comfort, the excuses, the safety, the validation, and drop the torch. Watch it burn. Watch the smoke rise. Now turn around. Look at the tunnel ahead. It is dark. It is narrow. It is unknown, but it is yours. There is no way back. The only way out is through. Forward is the only direction. You have engineered your environment. You have cut off your retreat. You are moving forward with a singular, desperate focus. But as you move forward, you will be tempted to look sideways. You will see others on their own paths, appearing to move faster, appearing to have it easier. You will see the highlight reels of the world, and you will feel a pang of sickness in your gut. You have eliminated the distractions of the physical world, but now you must eliminate the distractions of the mental world. You must kill the envy before it kills your momentum. You have burned the bridge, but now you must stay in your own lane.
Chapter 4. Comparison is the thief of power. You are bleeding. You don't see the blood, but it is pouring out of you. You are bleeding power. You are bleeding focus. You are bleeding the very energy you need to survive, and you are doing it voluntarily. Every time you unlock your phone, every time you look at another person's success and feel that sharp, cold twist in your gut, you are opening a vein. You are looking at a picture on a screen, and you are letting it rob you of your momentum. You scroll, you stop, you see the car, you see the body, you see the money, you see the smile, and immediately your internal monologue turns on you. Why not me? I'm falling behind. They have it figured out and I am lost. Stop it. You are hallucinating. You are looking at a lie. You are basing your self-worth on a fabrication. You are suffering from the illusion of the highlight reel, and it is the single greatest killer of potential in the modern world. You have a choice. You can be a spectator of other people's lives, or you can be the director of your own. You cannot do both. Let's dissect the lie. When you look at social media, or even when you look at your successful neighbor, you are seeing the final edit. You are seeing the polished product. You are seeing the trophy. You do not see the sweat. You do not see the years of failure. You do not see the bankruptcy, the divorce, the depression, the anxiety, or the sleepless nights that paid for that smile. You are comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. Think about how stupid that is. That is a logical fallacy. It is a mathematical error. You're standing in the mud, holding a shovel, just breaking ground on your foundation, and you are looking at a skyscraper that has been under construction for 10 years. You look at your hole in the ground, then you look at their penthouse, and you say, I am failing. No, you are digging. They are finished. Those are two different stages of the process. My timeline is the only timeline. I am not behind, I am building. Say it, scream it if you have to. When you look at someone else's chapter 20, you destroy your ability to execute chapter 1. You get discouraged, you get impatient, you try to rush the process, you try to build the penthouse before you have poured the foundation. And what happens? The building collapses. You fail. You fail because you were watching them instead of watching your own hands. That's the key. Your eyes are in the wrong place.
It's not about their speed, it's about your footing.
Let's talk about the race with one lane. This is the philosophy that will save your sanity. You have been told that life is a race. You have been told that you are competing against your peers, your classmates, the people in your industry. That is a lie. There is no competition because there are no identical variables. Think about it scientifically. To have a fair race, the runners must start at the same line, at the same time, with the same equipment, on the same track. But look at your life. You have different genetics. You had different parents. You grew up in a different zip code. You have different traumas, different talents, different financial constraints, different neurological wiring. Your starting line was unique to you. Your track is unique to you. You are not running against them. You are running on a track that was built for one person. There is no one else in your lane. If you're a swimmer, why are you jealous of a bird? The bird is flying. You are swimming. It is a different medium. It is a different game. Comparing your progress to theirs is not just depressing, it is irrelevant. It is bad data. My timeline is the only timeline. I am not behind, I am building. When you understand this, the envy evaporates, the jealousy turns into indifference. If someone else wins, it has nothing to do with you. Their victory does not take food off your plate. Their success does not make you a failure. The only thing that makes you a failure is stopping, and nothing makes you stop faster than comparison. Look at sprinters. Look at the Olympic 100-meter dash. The moment a runner looks to the side to see where the other guy is, he slows down. It is biomechanics. To look sideways, you have to break your form. You have to take your focus off the finish line. In that fraction of a second, you lose. You are looking sideways. You are looking at your phone. You are looking at LinkedIn. You are looking at your high school reunion photos. And you are slowing down. You are letting them win the race in your head while you lose the race in your reality. You don't need their permission. You don't need to be as fast as them. You need to be as fast as you can be. You must develop tunnel vision. We talked about building the tunnel in the last chapter. Now you must live in it.
What does this mean practically? It means you must become aggressive about protecting your visual field. If you follow someone who makes you feel small, unfollow them. I don't care if they're your friend. I don't care if they are inspiring. If the emotion they trigger in you is inadequacy, cut the cord. You cannot afford the luxury of negative inspiration. It's not about being petty. It's about being protective. You are guarding your mind. Your mind is the engine. If you pour sand in the gas tank, the car stops. Envy is sand. Comparison is sugar in the tank. It destroys the engine. My timeline is the only timeline. I am not behind. I am building. You must reframe the concept of being behind. I should be married by now. I should be a millionaire by now. I should be famous by now. Says who? Who set that deadline? Society? Your mother? The internet? Those are imaginary deadlines. They are ghosts. You are haunting yourself with expectations that are not real. Maybe your path requires you to be broke until you are 35 so you can learn the resilience necessary to handle the wealth you will get at 40. Maybe your path requires you to be single until you are 30 so you can learn to love yourself before you destroy a marriage. You do not know the design of your own life yet. You are discovering it one step at a time. Trust the timing of your life. If you are building a mud hut, it takes a day. If you are building a palace, it takes a lifetime. Maybe the reason you aren't finished yet is because you are building something bigger than they are. It's not about speed, it's about scale. Stop looking at the clock. The clock is a distraction. Look at the brick.
Pick up the brick, lay the brick, repeat. That is the only control you have. You cannot control when the success comes. You can only control the effort you give today. When you stop comparing, you reclaim your power. Suddenly, you have all this extra energy. The energy you used to spend on jealousy is now available for production. The energy you used to spend on self-pity is now available for problem solving. You become dangerous. You become efficient. You become the racer with one lane. So here's the command. Put on the blinders, like a racehorse. A racehorse wears blinders so it cannot see the horses to the left or right. It can only see the track directly in front of it. This prevents panic. This prevents distraction. Be the horse. Put on the blinders. When you catch yourself looking at someone else's life, snap a rubber band on your wrist. Catch the thought. Kill it. Replace it with the mantra. My timeline is the only timeline. I am not behind. I am building. You are exactly where you need to be. You are in the mud. You are in the trench. Good. That is where the work is done. Don't look up at the penthouse yet. Look down at the shovel. Dig. You have stopped the bleeding. You have put on the blinders. You have accepted that your path is unique and that comparison is a lie. But now that you are focused on your own lane, you are going to realize something unsettling. The work you have to do is not glamorous. It is not exciting. It is dark, repetitive, and invisible. You are used to the spotlight of social media, but now you must learn to love the absence of light. You must learn to develop your strength where no one can see it.
Chapter 5. The Dark Room Strategy. You are obsessed with being seen. You want the spotlight. You want the recognition. You think that if nobody sees you working, the work doesn't count. You are wrong. The spotlight is not where you grow. The spotlight is where you perform, and you are not ready to perform yet. You are still in the development phase, and development requires darkness. Welcome to the Dark Room Strategy. This is the phase of the path of one where you embrace obscurity. You stop trying to be famous. You stop trying to be recognized. You intentionally step out of the light and into the shadows. Think about a photograph. I'm talking about old-school analog photography. When you take a picture, the film captures the image, but it is latent. It is invisible. To make the image real, you have to take the film into a darkroom. You have to immerse it in chemicals in total darkness. If you open the door to the darkroom while the photo is developing, even for a second, because you want to show someone how it's going, what happens? The light rushes in, the film is exposed, the image is destroyed. You are left with nothing but a blank white sheet. That is exactly what you are doing with your life. You have a dream, you have a goal. It is developing, it is fragile, it is in a chemical state of becoming. But you are so insecure, so desperate for validation that you keep opening the door. You keep posting about it. You keep talking about it. You keep exposing your unfinished work to the harsh light of public scrutiny. And then you wonder why the image never develops. You wonder why the dream dies. You have a choice. You can show the world a finished masterpiece, or you can show them a ruined negative. You cannot do both. The most dangerous work happens in the dark. I love the dark. I love the silence. I grow in the shadows. Embed this into your psyche. Why is the dark so powerful? Because in the dark, you are free. In the light, you are performing. When people are watching, you are afraid to fail. You are afraid to look stupid, so you play it safe. You stick to what you know. You stagnate. But in the dark, nobody can see you fall. Nobody can see you struggle. Nobody can see the ugly, messy process of growth. In the dark, you can take risks. You can experiment. You can break things and put them back together. Obscurity is your shield. It protects your potential until it is strong enough to survive the judgment of the world. Don't be in a rush to be discovered. Be in a rush to be ready. That's the key. The world loves a debut. The world loves the moment the curtain rises and the star walks out. But the world does not care about the 10 years the star spent in a basement practicing scales. You want the debut without the basement. It doesn't work that way.
You must fall in love with the basement. You must fall in love with the shadows. I love the dark. I love the silence. I grow in the shadows. Now, let's talk about the price of the dark room, because it is expensive. The price is boredom. You have been brainwashed by movies. You have been brainwashed by the montage. You see the hero decide to get fit, and then you see a 90-second music video of him lifting weights, drinking eggs, and running upstairs. Then suddenly, he's a champion. Real life has no montage. Real life is the 90-second clip stretched out over 5 years. It is slow. It is repetitive. It is agonizingly dull. You start a business. The movie version is exciting meetings and counting money. The reality? It is entering data into a spreadsheet for 6 hours until your eyes bleed. It is cold calling people who hang up on you. It is sitting alone in a room, typing, when everyone else is at a party. You start getting in shape. The movie version is the heavy lift and the roar of the crowd. The reality? It is eating the same dry chicken and broccoli for the 500th time. It is going to sleep early. It is doing the same movement with the same form over and over again. You will get bored. And when you do get bored, your brain will scream. It will say, "This isn't working. This isn't fun. I need to do something else." It's not about excitement. It's about endurance. Boredom is not a sign that you are doing it wrong. Boredom is a sign that you are doing it right. Mastery is boring. Excellence is mundane. The greatest athletes in the world don't do exciting workouts. They do the basics. They just do them better than you, and they do them for longer than you. They have a higher tolerance for boredom. You don't need their permission to be bored. You need to accept it. When you feel that boredom, that itch to check your phone, that itch to switch tasks, that is the enemy. That is the weakness leaving your body. If you give in to the distraction, you reset the clock. You open the door to the dark room and you ruin the photo. You must sit in the boredom. You must let it wash over you. You must learn to find a strange, quiet pleasure in the repetition. This is the monk mindset. A monk sweeps the floor every day, the same floor, the same broom. He doesn't complain that the sweeping is boring. He finds the universe in the sweeping. He finds discipline in the motion. You are not a monk. You are a warrior, but the discipline is the same. I love the dark. I love the silence. I grow in the shadows. So, what is the behavioral instruction here? What must you do? You must create periods of blackout work. This is non-negotiable. For the next 90 days, pick a project, a real project, your body, your business, your mind, and go completely dark on it. Do not post about it. Do not tell your friends about it. Do not update your bio. If someone asks what you are up to, give them a vague answer. Just working on some things. Keep it mysterious. Keep the energy inside. Every time you want to tell someone about your progress, write it down in a journal instead. Feed the dark room, not the audience. That's the key. You are building a nuclear reactor. You need the pressure to build up inside the containment vessel. If you let the steam out every 5 minutes by talking about it, you will never generate enough pressure to turn the turbine. Keep the pressure in. Let it build. Let it get uncomfortable. Let the silence become loud. Most people are terrified of silence. They need a podcast, music, or the TV on background. They cannot be alone with their own thoughts because their thoughts are weak. Their thoughts are anxious.
You must conquer the silence. In the dark room strategy, there is no background noise. There is just you and the task. When you strip away the noise, you find out who you really are. You might not like what you find at first. You might find a lazy, fearful, insecure person. Good. Look at him. Stare him down. In the dark, you can fix him. In the light, you can only hide him. You have a choice. You can pretend to be a lion in the light, or you can actually become a lion in the dark. This is not about suffering for the sake of suffering. This is about biological necessity. A seed must be buried in the dirt, in the dark, before it can become a tree. If you dig up the seed every day to see if it's growing, you kill it. You are the seed. The dark room is the dirt. Stay there. Do not come out until you have broken through the surface. Do not come out until you are undeniable. It's not about hiding, it's about incubating. When you finally emerge from the dark room, when you finally show the world what you have been working on, it will not be a work in progress. It will be a revelation. It will be a shock. They will say, "Where did this come from? How did you do this? You're so lucky." And you will smile. You won't explain. You won't tell them about the boredom. You won't tell them about the lonely nights. You won't tell them about the darkness. You will just let the results speak. Results are the only apology. But we are not there yet. You are still in the dark room. You are still developing. And as you sit there in the silence, working on your craft, you are going to realize something terrifying. You are going to look around for help. You are going to look for a mentor. You are going to look for a savior to come and make this easier. You are going to realize that the room is empty, the door is locked, and you are the only one with the key. You have embraced the silence. Now you must embrace the solitude.
Chapter 6. No one is coming to save you. You are waiting. I can feel it. Even as you listen to this, there is a small, quiet part of your brain that is scanning the horizon. You are waiting for the winning lottery ticket. You are waiting for the perfect mentor to spot your talent and show you the way. You are waiting for the economy to get better. You are waiting for your big break. Stop waiting. Look at me. Look at the empty road in front of you. No one is coming. There is no white knight, there is no Gandalf, there is no Morpheus offering you a red pill or a blue pill. There is no rich uncle who is going to leave you a fortune. There is no government program that will fix your life. You are alone in this, and until you accept that terrifying fact, you will remain a victim. This is the myth of the savior. We are raised on stories where the hero is down on his luck, and then at the last minute help arrives. The cavalry charges over the hill, the music swells, the hero is saved. Real life is not a movie. In real life, if you are drowning, you just drown, unless you learn to swim. You have a choice. You can keep scanning the horizon for a ship that doesn't exist, or you can start building a raft. I am the problem and I am the solution. The cavalry is not coming. I am the cavalry. Say it. Feel the weight of it. It is heavy, isn't it? Responsibility is the heaviest thing in the universe. That is why so few people carry it. Most people would rather be weak and blameless than strong and responsible. They want to say, "It's not my fault. Nobody helped me." You don't need their help. You don't need their permission. You need to grow up. This chapter is about radical self-reliance. It is about killing the child inside you that still wants to be taken care of. When you have a bad day, what do? Do you call your mom? Do you call your partner? Do you vent to your friends? Do you look for a shoulder to cry on? That is weakness. That is outsourcing your emotional regulation. You're treating other people like emotional trash cans, dumping your anxiety into them because you were too weak to process it yourself. That's the key. You must build an internal engine. Most people run on external fuel. External fuel is motivation. It is this audiobook. It is a compliment from your boss. It is a like on Instagram. It is fear of getting fired. External fuel works, but it is dirty and it runs out. If you need your boss to yell at you to get work done, you do not have discipline, you have obedience. You are a dog waiting for a command. If you need a motivational video to get you to the gym, you are not an athlete, you are a fan.
What happens when the internet goes out? What happens when the boss quits? What happens when no one is clapping? The car stops. You cannot afford to be a vehicle that needs a gas station every 5 miles. You need to be a nuclear submarine. You need an engine that runs on the inside, silent and perpetual, deep underwater for 20 years without surfacing. That engine is your identity. That engine is your standard. It's not about motivation, it's about identity. You do the work not because you feel like it, but because you are the person who does the work. You don't need a cheerleader. You command yourself. I am the problem and I am the solution. The cavalry is not coming. I am the cavalry. Let's analyze the savior trap in your career. You think you need a mentor. You think, if only I had a billionaire to teach me, I would be rich. False. Information is free. It is everywhere. You don't need a mentor. You need a library card and an internet connection. You are using the lack of a mentor as an excuse to delay execution. You want someone to hold your hand. You want someone to tell you it's going to be okay. I am telling you right now, it might not be okay. You might fail. You might lose everything. That is the risk, and you must face it alone. When you realize that you are the author of the story, everything changes. If the script is boring, it is your fault. If the protagonist is weak, it is your fault. If the ending is tragic, it is your fault. You are holding the pen. Stop handing it to other people. You blame the economy? The economy is just the weather. Some people get rich in a storm, some people get rich in the sun. The weather is not the variable. You are the variable. You blame your parents? They did the best they could with what they had. It is over. You are an adult now. Reparent yourself. You blame your lack of time? You have the same 24 hours as Elon Musk, Beyonce, and the president. You don't lack time. You lack focus. I am the problem. Admit it. Stop dodging it. And because you are the problem, I am the solution. That is the most empowering sentence in the English language. If you were the one ruining your life, that means you are the only one who can fix it. You have the controls. You are not a passenger. You are the pilot. The plane is going down, and you are the only one in the cockpit. Pull up. That's the key. Pull up. What does radical self-reliance look like practically? It means you stop complaining. Completely. You never complain about anything, ever again, to anyone. If it is raining, don't say, "I hate the rain." Put on a raincoat. If you are broke, don't say, "The system is rigged." Learn a skill. If you are tired, don't say, "I'm so exhausted." Go to sleep earlier. Complaining is the sound of a victim. It is the sound of someone waiting to be saved. It is a signal to the world that you are not in control. I am the problem and I am the solution. The cavalry is not coming. I am the cavalry. When you face a crisis, and you will, do not reach for the phone. Sit in the chair. Stare at the wall. Feel the panic rising in your chest. Feel the fear. And then use your own mind to crush it. Analyze the problem. Formulate a plan. Execute the first step. Self-soothe, self-motivate, self-correct. Be your own father. Be your own mother. Be your own commanding officer. It is lonely, I will not lie to you. The path of one is a solo ascent. The air is thin up here, but the view is honest. When you look in the mirror and you know in your bones that you do not need anyone else to survive, you become dangerous.
You become unshakable because they cannot take anything away from you. They didn't give you your success, so they can't take it back. They didn't give you your confidence, so they can't break it. You built it, brick by brick, alone in the dark. It's not about arrogance, it's about security. True security comes from knowing that if the world burns down, if everyone leaves you, if you lose every dollar, you can build it all back again because you are the generator, you are the source. So, cancel the search party, call off the rescue dogs, tell the world you don't need saving. Stand up, dust yourself off, check your gear. You are the rescue mission, you are the reinforcement. I am the problem and I am the solution. The cavalry is not coming. I am the cavalry. You have accepted the solitude. You have accepted the responsibility. You have fired the saviors and taken command of your own fate. But now, as you walk this path alone, you will encounter the greatest enemy of all. It is not failure. It is not exhaustion. It is emotion. You will feel high when you win. You will feel low when you lose. You will feel anger when you are betrayed. These emotions are volatile. They are reckless. If you let them drive the car, they will crash it. You have built the engine. Now you must build the armor. You must learn to feel everything and do nothing. You must become a ghost in the machine.
Chapter 7. Become an emotional ghost. You are a puppet. You don't want to admit it, but you are. You have strings attached to your wrists and your ankles, and the world is pulling them. A compliment pulls your right hand up, you feel happy. An insult pulls your left leg down, you feel sad. A rejection jerks your head back, you feel defeated. You are dancing to a tune you did not pick. You are reacting. You are volatile. And because you are volatile, you are weak. Anyone who knows your triggers can control you. If I know what makes you angry, I own you. If I know what makes you crave validation, I own you. You have handed the remote control of your life to strangers, to circumstances, and to chemical fluctuations in your brain. It is time to cut the strings. It is time to become an emotional ghost. You have a choice. You can be a leaf in the wind, blown around by every shift in the weather, or you can be a mountain. The wind howls at the mountain. The storm batters the mountain. Does the mountain move? Does the mountain cry? No, the mountain remains. I am stone. I am unmovable. Emotions are data, not directives. This is the philosophy of Stoic Detachment. Most of you are living on a roller coaster. You get a big sale or a text from a crush, and you are euphoric. You celebrate. You get drunk on your own success. You think you have made it. Then, the next day, a deal falls through. Someone leaves a mean comment. You lose money, and you crash. You spiral into depression. You question your entire existence. This cycle is destroying your nervous system. You cannot build a legacy on a foundation that shakes every time the wind blows. That's the key. You must flatline. I don't mean you should be dead. I mean your execution must be consistent, regardless of how you feel. When you win, you don't celebrate, you recalibrate. Celebrating is for amateurs. Celebrating says, I am surprised I won. Celebrating signals to your brain that the job is done. The job is never done. When you hit a target, you don't pop champagne, you set a new target. You nod, you analyze what worked, and you get back to work. When you lose, you don't cry, you analyze. Crying is a waste of hydration. Pity is a waste of time. When you fail, it is simply data. It means your hypothesis was wrong. It means your effort was misplaced. Don't take it personally, take it mathematically. Why did X result in Y? Fix the variable, run the experiment again. It's not about being cold, it's about being effective. You need to develop the Teflon mindset. Think about a non-stick pan. You throw an egg on it, you throw cheese on it, you burn it. What happens? Nothing sticks. It slides right off. Now think about Velcro. Most of you are Velcro.
You walk through life and everything sticks to you. A rude look from a cashier sticks to you for 3 hours. A betrayal from a friend sticks to you for 3 years. You are covered in garbage because you are sticky. You have hooks, insecurities, and ego that catch everything. You must become Teflon. You must become smooth.
When someone insults you, let it slide. Why does it bother you? Because you value their opinion? We already established in Chapter 2 that their opinion is bankrupt. Why are you accepting counterfeit money? You don't need their permission to be unbothered. If someone betrays you, let it slide. Do not seek revenge. Revenge is an emotional reaction. Revenge requires you to spend more time and energy on a person who has already cost you too much. The best revenge is erasure. You simply delete them from your simulation. You ghost them, not just socially, but emotionally. They cease to exist in your mind. I am stone. I am unmovable. Emotions are data, not directives. Let's talk about that mantra. Emotions are data, not directives. This is where most people fail. They feel an emotion and they treat it like an order from a commander. I feel afraid. Command, run away. I feel angry. Command, attack. I feel tired. Command, quit. You are a biological machine. Your emotions are just dashboard lights. If the fear light comes on, it doesn't mean run. It means pay attention. It means the stakes are high. It is data. If the anger light comes on, it doesn't mean yell. It means a boundary has been crossed. It is data. Use the anger as fuel to reinforce the boundary or to work harder. You must insert a pause button between the trigger and the reaction. In that pause, you find your freedom. When the chaos hits, you go still. You go quiet. You become a ghost. You are physically in the room, but your reactive self has left the building. You are watching the situation from the ceiling. You are observing. Okay, this person is screaming at me. Their face is red. They are projecting their insecurity. Okay, I just lost $5,000. That is unfortunate. What is the liquidity status? What is the next move? You process the event through logic, not feeling. People will call you robotic. They will say you are heartless. They will try to provoke you just to see if you are still human. You have a choice. You can validate their drama by reacting, or you can starve their drama by observing. When you refuse to react, you become terrifyingly powerful. Have you ever yelled at someone who just stares back at you with dead, calm eyes? It is unsettling. It breaks the script. The person yelling runs out of energy because you aren't feeding them.
You starve the fire by removing the oxygen. Your reaction is the oxygen. I am stone. I am unmovable. Emotions are data, not directives. This is not about suppression. Suppression is pushing the beach ball underwater. Eventually, it pops up and hits you in the face. This is about transmutation. You take the energy of the emotion and you convert it into action. If you are sad, do not sit in the dark. Put that heaviness into the weights at the gym. Lift the sadness until you are too exhausted to feel it. If you are anxious, do not pace the floor. Put that nervous energy into preparation. Study until your eyes burn. Transform the feeling into a result. It's not about numbness, it's about discipline. So, here is your behavioral instruction. For the next 24 hours, you are under a no-reaction contract. If you drop your coffee, you do not curse, you clean it up. If someone cuts you off in traffic, you do not honk, you keep driving. If you receive bad news, you do not vent, you plan. Watch how often you want to explode. Watch how often you want to complain. Catch yourself, swallow it, keep the face stone. Every time you suppress a reaction and replace it with a calculated action, you are hardening your mind. You are building the callus. The world is chaotic. It will only get more chaotic. The economy will crash. People will lie. things will break. If you shatter every time the world shakes, you will be a pile of dust. You need to be the structure that remains standing after the earthquake. To do that, you must detach. You must realize that nothing outside of you has the power to hurt you unless you open the gate. Keep the gate locked. Become the ghost. Be present for the mission, but absent for the drama. I am stone. I am unmovable. Emotions are data, not directives. You have stopped the bleeding of your energy. You have built the tunnel. You have silenced the need for validation. And now you have mastered your own emotional volatility. You are calm. You are focused. You are a machine. But a machine cannot run at top speed if it is carrying extra weight. You are still dragging around habits, people, and obligations that serve no purpose. You are calm, but you are heavy. You have learned how to handle the noise. Now you must learn how to remove the source of the noise entirely. It is time to take out the scalpel. It is time to cut.
Chapter 8. Ruthless Elimination of the Non-Essential. You are moving too slow. We have fixed your mindset, we have fixed your environment, and we have fixed your emotions. But you are still dragging. You are heavy. You are trying to sprint up a mountain while carrying a backpack filled with rocks. You think everything in your backpack is necessary. You think you need those habits. You think you need those acquaintances. You think you need those hobbies. You are wrong. You are hoarding. You are hoarding activities that keep you busy but do not make you productive. You are hoarding people who keep you comfortable but do not make you better. It is time to lighten the load. It is time for the surgery. Welcome to the ruthless elimination of the non-essential. This is not about time management. Time management is for people who want to fit more things into their day. I don't want you to do more. I want you to do less. But I want you to do the things that actually matter with terrifying intensity. You have a choice. You can be a mile wide and an inch deep, or you can be an inch wide and a mile deep. The river that is a mile wide flows slow. It is stagnant. The river that is an inch wide cuts through rock. It creates canyons. You need to be the canyon cutter. If it is not essential, it is an enemy. I cut the dead weight to fly higher. Memorize that. Live by it. Let's look at the data. The Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. That is a universal law. It applies to business, to fitness, to relationships. That means 80% of what you do every day is garbage. It is filler. It is waste. You spend 80% of your time answering emails that don't generate revenue. You spend 80% of your gym time looking for the perfect song or talking to your workout partner. You spend 80% of your social energy on people who will not be at your funeral. That's the key. You need to find the 20%, and then you need to take a machete to the other 80%. This is the 80-20 purge. Sit down, take a piece of paper, list every single thing you did last week. Everything, from the moment you woke up to the moment you slept. The meetings, the calls, the scrolls, the meals, the chores. Now, look at that list with cold, dead eyes. Ask one question for each item. Did this move the needle toward my one goal? If the answer is yes, circle it. That is your 20%. If the answer is no, cross it out. That is the enemy. If the answer is sort of, cross it out. Sort of is a trap. Sort of is mediocrity wearing a disguise. If it is not essential, it is an enemy. I cut the dead weight to fly higher. You will look at that list and you will be terrified. You will realize that you are wasting your life on maintenance. You are maintaining a life you don't even want. You have to cut. But I have to go to that birthday party. No, you don't. Send a gift. Stay home. Work. But I have to watch the game. No, you don't. The players are getting paid. You are paying to watch them. But I have to clean the house every day. Do you? Or are you using cleaning as a distraction from the real work? It's not about being messy, it's about efficiency. You must understand the cost of yes. Every time you say yes to something minor, you are saying no to something major. You think yes is free. You think, sure, I'll grab coffee for 30 minutes. That 30 minutes wasn't free. You paid for it with your focus. You paid for it with the momentum you lost. When you say yes to the happy hour, you are saying no to your morning workout because you will be tired. When you say yes to the toxic relationship, you are saying no to your peace of mind. When you say yes to the low-paying client, you are saying no to finding the high-paying client. You are bankrupting your future self one yes at a time. You don't need their permission to say no. No is a complete sentence. You do not need to explain. You do not need to lie and say you are sick. You just say, no, I can't do that right now. I am focused. If they respect you, they will understand. If they get offended, they are part of the 80% you need to cut. This is the hardest part for most of you, the people purge. You are surrounded by energy vampires. You are surrounded by people who are content with being average. They are not bad people. They are just heavy. They are anchors. You are trying to swim to the surface and they are grabbing your ankles, asking you to stay down in the deep with them. Come on, relax. Why do you work so hard? You've changed. You have to cut the rope. If it is not essential, it is an enemy. I cut the dead weight to fly higher. This sounds cruel, I know. You are thinking, I can't just cut off my friends. You have a choice. You can save their feelings or you can save your life. I am not telling you to be a hermit forever. I am telling you that for this season, for this climb, you cannot carry passengers. When you are at the top, when you have won, you can send the elevator back down. But right now, you are climbing a vertical wall. You need both hands. You cannot hold someone else's hand and climb at the same time. You will both fall. Audit your circle. Who inspires you? Who pushes you? Who talks about ideas and empire? Keep them. Who talks about people? Who complains? Who drains you? Cut them. Distance yourself. Fade out. Be busy. Be unavailable. Remember Chapter 1, the decision to disappear? This is where you apply it surgically. It's not about cruelty, it's about survival. You are a fighter jet. To reach supersonic speeds, a jet has to be streamlined. It cannot have luggage strapped to the wings. It implies a lack of drag. The non-essential is drag. Look at your digital habits. The 80-20 purge applies here too. You follow 500 people. 480 of them are noise. Unfollow. You subscribe to 20 newsletters. You read 2. Unsubscribe from the rest. Your phone is full of apps you haven't opened in 6 months. Delete. Every unmade decision, every unfinished project, every piece of clutter is a thread of spiderweb holding you back. One thread is weak, but 1,000 threads will bind a giant. Snap the threads. You need to become a minimalist of action. When you wake up, you should have 3 things to do, not 20. Just the 3 things that actually move the business, move the body, move the mind. Do those 3 things with violence, do them with perfection, and then stop. Don't fill the rest of the time with busy work just to feel productive. Busy is the enemy of effective. If you finish your essential work in 4 hours, you are done. Rest, recover, prepare for tomorrow. Do not invent tasks just to soothe your anxiety. That's the key. You must respect the void. When you eliminate the non-essential, you will create a void. You will have free time. You will have silence. Your instinct will be to fill it, to rush back to the noise. Don't. Hold the void open. That void is space for your genius to enter. That void is where the big ideas come from. That void is where you rest so you can attack harder tomorrow. If it is not essential, it is an enemy. I cut the dead weight to fly higher. Imagine a hot air balloon. It has sandbags tied to the basket. The fire is burning. The balloon wants to rise, but the sandbags are holding it down. You are the balloon. Your potential is the fire, but you haven't cut the bags. Cut the bag of people-pleasing. Cut the bag of mindless scrolling. Cut the bag of social obligation. Cut the bag of regret. Cut them all. Watch how fast you rise. You will shoot up into the stratosphere. The people on the ground will look up and wonder how you did it. They will think you have a better engine. You don't have a better engine. You just have less weight. You have audited your life. You have wielded the knife. You are light. You are lean. You are aerodynamic. There is nothing holding you back anymore. No distractions, no drama, no drag. You have cleared the runway. Now you need to ignite the afterburners. It is not enough to just be focused. Mere focus is for the average. To achieve the impossible, to win the race by a margin that scares people, you need something darker. You need something stronger than discipline. You need a sickness. You need a fever.
Chapter 9. Obsession is the only strategy. Society has lied to you. Your teachers, your friends, and the HR department at your job have all lied to you. They have sold you a concept that sounds nice, feels safe, and guarantees you will remain average forever. They sold you balance. Work-life balance, everything in moderation. Don't burn the candle at both ends. This is the manifesto of the mediocre. This is the advice of people who have given up. If you want to live a normal life with a normal salary, a normal house, and normal regrets, then by all means be balanced. Clock out at 5 p.m., turn off your brain, watch TV, go to the barbecue, be well-rounded. But you are not here for normal. You are listening to this because you want to win. And winning requires the opposite of balance. Winning requires obsession. You have a choice. You can be balanced or you can be exceptional. You cannot be both. Normal results come from normal effort. Exceptional results come from obsession. I am obsessed. Internalize that. Make it your heartbeat. Let's look at the physics of success. Think of a rocket ship. A rocket burns 80% of its fuel in the first few minutes of flight. Why? Because it has to fight gravity. It has to reach escape velocity. If the rocket tries to be balanced with its fuel consumption during takeoff, it crashes. It never leaves the ground. It requires a massive, violent, unbalanced explosion of energy to break the chains of gravity. You are the rocket. Your old life is gravity. If you give a balanced effort, gravity will pull you back down. You will stay exactly where you are. To break free, to reach a new orbit of wealth, health, or mastery, you must burn all your fuel at once. You must go all in. You must become obsessed. That's the key. Obsession is not a dirty word. Obsession is a gift. The world tries to pathologize it. They call it workaholism. They call it mania. They tell you to slow down because your intensity makes them uncomfortable. Your speed highlights their laziness. Do not listen to them. It's not about sickness, it's about velocity. When you are obsessed, you enter a state of monomania. This is the psychological state of being interested in only one thing. And contrary to what the critics say, this is the most peaceful state you will ever experience. Why? Because decision fatigue vanishes. When you are balanced, you are constantly negotiating with yourself. Should I work late or go to the movies? Should I eat the salad or the pizza? Should I save the money or buy the shoes? You're constantly weighing options. It is exhausting. When you are obsessed, the negotiation stops. Does this help me win? If yes, do it. If no, ignore it. It is simple, it is binary. The obsession makes the decision for you. You enter a flow state where work doesn't feel like work, it feels like breathing. You don't need willpower to work 14 hours a day when you are obsessed. You have to use willpower to stop working. You have to force yourself to eat. You have to force yourself to sleep because the vision is pulling you forward with magnetic force. Normal results come from normal effort. Exceptional results come from obsession. I am obsessed. Look at the greats. Look at Kobe Bryant. Look at Elon Musk. Look at Steve Jobs. Were they balanced? No, they were obsessive. They were difficult. They were consumed by a singular vision. They didn't have hobbies. They didn't have chill time. They had a mission. You might say, but I don't want to be like them. I just want to be rich. You don't get the prize without the price. The price is your attention, all of it. You don't need their permission to be intense. You don't need to apologize for working on Saturday night. So how do you manufacture obsession? Because some of you are thinking, I want to be obsessed, but I'm just not. You immerse yourself. You brainwash yourself. That's the key. Most people let the world brainwash them. You watch the news, you watch commercials, you listen to pop music. You are being programmed to be a consumer. You need to reprogram yourself to be a producer. This is the total immersion strategy. Audio. Every time you are in the car, every time you are washing dishes, every time you are walking, you should be listening to something related to your goal. No music, no news, only data that feeds the obsession. Visual. Change your phone wallpaper to your goal. Put sticky notes on your mirror. When you open your eyes in the morning, the first photon of light that hits your retina should carry the image of your victory. Social. We already discussed the purge, but now you must fill the void. Read biographies of people who have done what you want to do. If you can't meet them in real life, meet them in their books. Let their obsession infect you. You need to trigger the Tetris effect. You know when you play a video game for 10 hours straight and then you close your eyes to sleep and you still see the blocks falling?
You want that for your life. You want to be so deep in the process that you dream about it. You want to wake up in the middle of the night with a solution to a problem. You want your subconscious mind to be working on the goal even when you are asleep. That is the level of saturation required. Quote, normal results come from normal effort. Exceptional results come from obsession. I am obsessed. Now, let me address the fear. You are afraid that if you become obsessed, you will miss out on life. You are afraid you will lose your friends. You are afraid you will burn out. Let me reframe burnout. Burnout does not come from working too hard. Burnout comes from working hard on things you don't care about. Burnout comes from a lack of progress. When you are obsessed and you are seeing results, you don't burn out, you burn bright. You generate energy. And regarding missing out, yes, you will miss out. You will miss the parties, you will miss the happy hours, you will miss the latest TV show. But remember the concept of seasons. I am not asking you to be obsessed for 50 years. I am asking you to be obsessed for a season. Give me 2 years. Give me 5 years. Give me a decade of absolute, unadulterated focus. Build the empire, secure the freedom, get the body. Then, once you have escaped gravity, once you are in orbit, you can throttle back. You can reintroduce balance. But you can only have balance after you have built the foundation to support it. If you try to balance a hut made of straw, it falls over. Build a fortress of stone, and then you can decorate it. Quote, it's not about suffering, it's about investment. You are investing your current life to buy your future freedom. So stop feeling guilty. Stop letting people shame you for your ambition. When they ask, why do you work so hard? Do not look down. Look them in the eye and say, because I am not finished. Quote, normal results come from normal effort. Exceptional results come from obsession. I am obsessed. Go deeper. If you are working 8 hours, try 10. If you are working 10, try 12. Push the limit until you find where you break, and then build the callus there so you don't break next time. Fall in love with the grind. Fall in love with the tunnel.
Fall in love with the fact that you are the only one awake at 4 a.m. That silence is the sound of you getting ahead. Let the obsession consume you. Let it burn away the trivial parts of your personality until only the mission remains. You have a choice. Be a flickering candle or be a raging forest fire. The wind blows out the candle. The wind fuels the fire. Be the fire. You have made the decision. You have built the tunnel. You have purged the weak. You have ignited the engine of obsession. You are flying now. You are moving at a speed that terrifies normal people. But as you ascend, as the air gets thinner and the view gets wider, you're going to notice something. You are going to look to your left and you will see no one. You are going to look to your right and you will see no one. The crowd is gone. The noise is gone. You have reached the peak, and you are about to learn the final, hardest lesson of the path of one.
Chapter 10. The view from the peak is solitary. Welcome to the summit. Take a deep breath. The air is different up here, isn't it? It is crisp, it is clean, it is thin, and it is quiet. You have spent this entire journey fighting to get here. You built the tunnel, you burned the bridge, you purged the non-essential, you obsessed, you bled, and now you are standing at the destination. You have achieved the goal. You have the body, the bank account, the status, the mastery. But look around you. Who is standing next to you? Likely, no one. This is the moment where most people break. They get to the top, they realize they are alone, and they panic. They feel a sudden crushing wave of isolation. They think they have made a mistake. They think, is this it? Is this what I sacrificed everything for? Yes, this is it, and it is magnificent, if you have the courage to accept it. You have a choice. You can look at the empty space around you and feel lonely, or you could look at the empty space and feel free. I walked the path alone. I built the castle alone. I wear the crown alone. Embed this truth into your soul. We need to have a hard conversation about the cost of elevation. You have heard the cliché, it's lonely at the top. People say that with sadness. They say it like a warning. I am telling it to you as a promise. It is lonely at the top because the top is small. That is simple geometry. The base of the pyramid is wide. It can hold millions. It is crowded. It is loud. Everyone is there. But as you climb, the structure narrows. There is less room. The path gets steeper. The oxygen gets thinner. Most people cannot breathe at this altitude. They are not conditioned for it. They are conditioned for the swamp, not the summit. As you climbed, you lost people. Friends you had for 10 years stopped calling. Family members started making passive-aggressive comments. Partners couldn't handle the new version of you. You probably felt guilty. You probably wondered if you were becoming a bad person. That's the key. You didn't lose them because you became bad. You lost them because you bonded with them over your weakness, and you broke that bond by becoming strong. Think about your old friendships. What did you do? You sat around. You complained about your boss. You complained about being broke. You complained about the system. You bonded over shared suffering. You were trauma bonded to mediocrity. Then you stopped complaining. You started executing. You started winning. Suddenly, you became a mirror. Your success reflected their failure back at them. Every time you hit a milestone, it reminded them that they were standing still. You became a threat to their ego, so they pulled away. They tried to sabotage you. They said you changed. It's not about betrayal, it's about physics. Gravity pulls down. You are flying up. You cannot stay connected to something that is anchored to the ground without ripping yourself apart. You had to cut the tether. Do not mourn the people who could not climb with you. If they were meant to be at the peak, they would be here. They are not.
You don't need their permission to outgrow them. I walked the path alone. I built the castle alone. I wear the crown alone. This brings us to the self-sufficient victory. You're looking at the trophy in your hand, the money, the accolades. You think that is the prize. You are wrong. The trophy is just a piece of metal. The money is just numbers on a screen. The prize is the person you became to get the trophy. The prize is the fact that you did it without them. The prize is the realization that you are entirely, radically, terrifyingly self-sufficient. If you had been carried up the mountain by a team of Sherpas, the view would mean nothing. You would be a tourist. You would be fragile. If a storm came, you would die because you wouldn't know how to survive. But you climbed it. You clawed your way up the rock face with your fingernails. You endured the dark room. You endured the no plan B. That means you are unbreakable. That's the key. When you build the castle alone, no one can kick you out. When you build the wealth alone, no one can say they made you. When you build the mind alone, no one can manipulate you. You own yourself. Total sovereignty.
This is why the solitude of the peak is not a curse. It is a luxury. It is the luxury of not needing anyone. Most people enter relationships, business partnerships, and friendships out of need. They are half people looking for another half to complete them. They are parasites looking for a host. You are whole. You are a closed loop. You don't need a host. You don't need a complement. If you choose to let people into your life now, it will be out of want, not need. And that is a completely different dynamic. That is power. I walked the path alone. I built the castle alone. I wear the crown alone. So, what do you do now? How do you live at the peak? First, stop looking down. Don't look back at the people you left behind and wish you could save them. You can't. Chapter 6 told you that no one is coming to save you. Well, the inverse is true too. You cannot save them. You can only be an example. If they want to climb, let them climb, but do not throw them a rope and let them drag you back over the edge. Second, embrace the silence. The noise of the world cannot reach you here. Use this silence to strategize. Use this silence to rule. You are the monarch of your own life now. A king does not run around the marketplace shouting for attention. A king sits on the throne alone and contemplates the empire. It's not about arrogance, it's about gravity. You have density now. You have weight. You will find new peers eventually. There are other peaks. There are other climbers. You will meet the other lions who have made the journey, and when you do, the connection will be rare and powerful. It will be a meeting of equals, not a gathering of victims. But until then, stand in the cold wind and enjoy it. Feel the strength in your legs. Feel the callus on your mind. You did this. You. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your friends. You. You took the raw material of your potential and you hammered it into greatness on the anvil of discipline. You have a choice. You can feel sad that the party is over, or you can feel proud that the war is won. Accept the cost. The cost of greatness is isolation. The cost of speed is wind resistance. The cost of the crown is the weight on your head. It is a fair trade. In fact, it is a bargain. You have traded a life of comfortable slavery for a life of solitary freedom. I walked the path alone. I built the castle alone. I wear the crown alone. Look at the horizon. You can see everything from here. The world is small beneath you. The problems that used to keep you awake at night look like ants. You have perspective. You have altitude. You have won. But the path of one is not a straight line with a dead end. The peak is not a place to retire. It is a place to survey the next mountain. You have mastered yourself. You have mastered your environment. You have mastered your craft. The audiobook is ending, but your life is just beginning its reign. You are ready for the final instruction. You are ready to close the book and open the reality. Stand tall.
Breathe the thin air. Fix your crown. Let's finish this. You now have the blueprint. The door to the tunnel is open, and the world of noise is waiting to pull you back in. Do not let it. You have learned that validation is a trap. You have learned that comparison is poison. You have learned that the only person responsible for your rise is you. The path of one is not easy, but it is the only path that leads to true sovereignty. Do not tell anyone you listen to this. Do not post about your new mindset. Just go dark. Go to work. Let the silence be your sanctuary, and let your results be your only noise. The next time you look up, make sure you are standing at the finish line. The time for talking is over. The time for focus is now. Win.